Welcome back, Stephanie.
Yes. Hello,
Do you remember
Keith.
what we were doing?
No.
I think, oh, right, I put you to sleep by doing too many side quests.
Oh, no, it wasn't your fault. I just was...
I know it's not my fault.
I was
It's
a
Death
bad
Stranding's
kid.
fault because the side content's not exciting enough.
You were reading an email, and it was just your pleasant voice.
There are a lot of people that say they fall asleep watching my stuff. And some of them don't even mean it as an insult.
No, I understand
Because
that.
it's like people that use them as sleep. You use your PS4 as a sleep aid.
I know, I do.
Where am I? Uh-oh. I don't know where we are.
I don't know. But
That's just a big sigh from Norman right there. I guess we'll find out the
he's
hard way.
disappointed in us.
Wait. Oh, there it is. I was like, why wouldn't it let me out? Wow, he's really disappointed in me.
Oh, man.
I feel judged.
He really missed you.
I guess we'll find out the hard way. I don't think you can find out. I don't think you can tell where you are when you're in one of these places. Because I figure we'll go back to the main story now that I've got on my weird side tangent of stuff. But I actually don't know which continent we're in.
You can't say that very often.
Or, well, I know what continent we're in. There's only one continent in this game. We don't know if the other ones even exist anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I forgot about that. like I said last time, I question, do we know if...
Verifying ID.
Do we know about, like...
Clear. All weapons will remain locked until the
We know about North America, or we know about America. Do we know about Mexico, and do we know about Canada?
I got 500 more likes. Yeah. I'm rounding up to make myself feel better.
I feel like that's kind of what rounding up is for sometimes.
Yeah. What's in my locker? An all-terrain skeleton with 100% container damage. Oh, interesting. There's too many items, help. Wow, that's a lot of PCC2s. Give me them. It's probably my entire character. Okay, so I have a power skeleton on me right now, and gloves, and boots. So I got some basics. But I gotta grab my zip lines, my too many zip lines.
Too many zip lines.
Like a ladder, an oxygen mask. So many items.
You know, in real life, if Norman Reedus was just like looking at all these things, I wonder how long it would take him to pack every day.
Yes.
If you couldn't like auto arrange, and if you couldn't like,
Oh,
he'd just
God.
be sitting there being like, okay,
He has to full on Tetris it all.
well, if I stack this on this, then I do this, and then he stands up. He's like, "Can I lift that?" And he's like, "No." He sits back down. He's like,
Yeah.
"Okay, gotta move this over here."
Right, this was our big accomplishment last session as we got all the bots.
Oh yeah,
We have a bot army
on
now.
like accident, because we apparently did it without realizing we were gonna get an extra bot. But it worked. It's fine. We should name them.
Can we make them less shitty somehow?
Impossible. That's a part of their charm.
Impossible.
They sing. Isn't that enough for you?
It's pretty great. Like, that's a good... I'm glad they prioritized singing over, like, usability.
Can we name them? I was thinking
50% or less damage, you say? Let's see how it turns out for you.
I wanted to name them Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Huey, Louie, and Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
But then I went to Huey, Dewey, in the news, and then I was like, that's. And I was like, how about Huey Lewis in the news?
Yeah, Huey Lewis in the news, I think is just the real... I think it's just the name of the real band.
Oh, it is. But I was
Yeah.
like, for some reason, I went from Huey, Dewey, and Louie, which are Donald Duck's nephews, to Huey, Dewey, in the news.
Huey, Dewey, and the Newy.
So how about Huey, and then Lewis, and then news?
Why not? You can dream your dream. I'm getting likes for my baby.
Well, that's good. It'd be sad if you baby didn't like
get
you.
baby likes. Baby doesn't love me.
Keith humors me. He's very nice.
What if you were the... How do you even perceive that, I wonder? Like, how could... like, has there ever anyone that's ever been able to recognize that their own baby doesn't love them?
Probably not until they can talk.
It's pretty distressing.
How old would a baby be able to be and then, like, realize that it doesn't love you?
I don't know.
A baby needs you, so I think it wouldn't tell you even if it didn't love you because it's like, this person feeds me.
Do you think babies are capable of strategy?
No. So I guess you get those little kids that yell at their parents and like, I hate you.
Yeah.
Because they don't know that it's like, that person feeds you, you better watch out.
Oh, there's one over there. Outside permitted. Shut up.
Sorry, Sam. I can't allow you.
Shut your whore mouth.
Pick a spot outside the sensor.
You're the villain, probably. Shut up. We can't tell, but your name is Die Hard Man. Anyway, I'd made that network before, but I didn't know how to get to it. So I was like, I don't know, I'll just put one here. I think that'll take me roughly where I need to go.
Construction complete.
You've done it. Damn it. There we go. I've done it. Now we play the guessing game. Where do you go?
Only one way to find out.
So do people live there, or?
I don't know, because you never see anyone.
I wish I could see people.
Yeah, that really would kind of like make this game feel like it makes more sense, but
That's not even mine.
the only people we've seen in real
Where
life,
are those my zip lines I was supposed to take?
we saw
Shit.
we saw Hartman live, and we saw Deadman live.
Yeah.
Did we ever see Die Hardman live? I forgot. We did when your mom was dying, right?
I think he was real,
I think he was there.
but I think that time Dead Man wasn't real, maybe?
But we saw Deadman real eventually.
Yeah, and I think... And we've met with Hartman,
We saw,
and we've seen Mama not live.
oh, live and not live.
Oh, and not Mama.
And not Mama. We saw our little blonde chick, whose name I forgot right now for some reason.
Amelie?
Fragile. Fragile, but not that fragile.
Oh yeah, Fragile. We know Amelie and we know Troy Baker.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, we saw Troy Baker
we've never
live.
seen Amelie alive though.
Yeah, but we saw Troy Baker hand us a bomb.
And we're not even entirely sure that our character's ever seen Amelie alive, because it's really hard to tell. Because the story is weird.
Because he only sees her in like dreams on the beach that is also not real, so...
For all we know, Amelie's fucking imaginary. And then she quickly exited the story. Like, relatively quickly, she's just like, I'm out.
Howdy.
Yeah, she's like, they're not letting me out anymore. They're coming for me or something. Bye.
I don't like her at all. I'm very skeptical of her, and I think she's weird and creepy.
I don't remember how I got down last time. Maybe I just didn't make a zip line. Look at his left foot. Oh, there it goes. It just changed.
He's flexing. He's flexing it. He's stretching, okay?
It's really uncomfortable to
Yeah.
look at. Norman, are you not human?
Are you real? Maybe you're not real.
They don't call him Norman Reedus.
You're right, they don't. I wonder why they don't, because that would sound stupid.
Plot twist. There's so many zip lines up here.
Yeah, I wonder
Some
who
of them
put
are
all
even
those.
mine.
Yeah, who put all those up
I
there?
actually
Keith?
don't know what some of these are even from. Are they all mine?
I don't know. Yeah,
one's
stash
mine.
SB.
Hope we're going the right way. Oh, there's my objective. That's helpful. That hood is incredible. Hey, Arvin. You're gonna get a lot more annoying visitors soon, thanks to me, if anyone's real, which maybe they're not. I can't tell. That's the distressing part. Nice. Nice pee, bro. Nice pee, bro. Nice pee. It's not working.
See, you can tell it's powerful because it's going
God
through
damn
the
it.
snow.
You have to fully plant your feet before you start trying to like somebody. If you don't plant your feet, you might like roll slightly out of the like zone, and like the timer still keeps ticking down regardless, so you're fucked. And I don't really appreciate that game.
That almost kind of sounds like dating advice or something. You gotta plant your feet before you like somebody, or else you can fall. Fall head over heels.
You gotta plant your feet so that when they hit you, it's a penalty. Otherwise, if you didn't plant your feet, it's not a penalty. It's like the only basketball rule.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't even know what sport that is.
That's the only basketball rule I know. I don't even know if it's true.
It sounds true. I'll believe it.
I used to watch the Kings with my family.
I used to watch the Warriors.
That's not a real group. You can't trick me. That's a movie.
Do people know that movie anymore?
Warriors.
Come out to play.
They keep making new games about it.
There was a director that I really like, whose name I don't remember right now. Is the one that did Green Room. He did Green Room, he did Blue Ruin, and then he did Murder Party. And in Murder Party, one of the people, a part of the Murder Party, it's a Halloween movie. He's dressed like one of the gang members that was a part of the baseball team in the Warriors. But the way that he does it is so weird and unique looking that I thought about being him for Halloween, dressing like someone else.
You're gonna dress as a character who is dressing as a character.
Yes, because he does it in like a really weird. He like kind of has a fucked up.
And then if
hate
you're in a
job on his
viral
face.
YouTube video, somebody can dress as the character, dress as the person that was dressing as the character that was dressing as the other character.
Their name's something funny. Their name's like the. Something. It's like the Sluggers or something. I gotta look up. Baseball gang.
More sluggers again. I see how it is.
I just like saying that word.
Chiral relay. Whoa. That's far away and across.
Oh, the baseball furies. They're called the baseball furies, and so he's dressed like a baseball fury during the murder party where murder happens.
This might be like a problem. Look how far away that is.
That's quite a long way there, champ.
It's all through the mountains.
Remember, Sam, your objective is to bring a new chiral relay online by the tar belt. And to do that, you'll need to collect the necessary materials at Hartman's lab. And once the relay's up and running, you'll be able to proceed to Edge Knot City. Good luck.
Is that... It's calling it the tar belt. Is that California down there?
What makes you say that?
Like, this is the middle expanse of the country, right?
Yeah.
Is that the Sierra Nevadas? Is that California? The tar belt? Is that the
tar belt? Maybe.
Is that the rest of the country right there?
I don't know.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Mostly me. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Christmas is over, Keith.
I don't think I took the job. I think I just left.
Yeah, can you just like not take any jobs and just wander around forever?
Yes, it's easy.
I meant in real life.
Oh.
No, just I mean, yes,
it's
you also
harder.
can. Yeah.
It's harder, but doable. If you just believe. Do you believe?
You gotta believe.
In life after love.
Love after life? Can you fall in love as a ghost?
Whoa. Asking the important questions here.
Yeah, that's why people like to listen. Really make you think.
That Stephanie girl, she really makes you think, doesn't she? You're right, Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie. How's it going? It's going good, Stephanie. How about you?
Ah!
That's not it doesn't look healthy, dude.
All right. Didn't really fully realize just how much we were gonna take on with this mission. What the hell?
You gotta go a really long way, too.
I'm in the mountains
In
where,
the
like,
mountains.
probably a vehicle doesn't work.
And in a place where you haven't even been before.
Order assigned.
You don't have familiarity.
Yep. Oh my god. Immediately I can't walk.
What do you gotta do?
Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Oh wait, I've actually gone surprisingly far down that path already.
Okay.
Okay,
Do you have zip lines?
that's my zip lines. My zip lines are here. I'm up there. Yeah, I've already made it halfway there. That significantly reduces the problem. Let's take the zip lines to one of the most southerly locations, and then maybe I'll look into whether or not I need to make a truck there. Can't do it here. Both because this is a weird, shitty pit where nothing's useful, and you can't get out of it easily, and also because he doesn't have a fabricator. Or he doesn't have a garage. I guess that's a garage. Yeah, somebody built one down there. But I don't know if this can build cars or not. I guess they often just have cars. Like, players just put cars everywhere, and I use them selfishly and do not contribute.
Whee! Woo!
This could be very lethal. Hip hip hooray. Pip pip cheerio. I'm getting a hug all the time.
So I'm gonna pretend like your otter is a polar bear for the sake of the snowy weather.
It's just utterly adorable.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That joke was utterly adorable.
Your joke was the same words.
But keep your otter worldly. If you were an alien, you'd be otter worldly.
Sure.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of otter
The
jokes.
newest Obsidian game is otherworldly.
Yeah, there you go. Outer Worlds. I have so much room in my brain
He's
for
just-
otter puns, Keith.
Look at how tall the tower is. And it's wobbling. It's a nightmare. How is he alive? Nobody really remarks on him being a fucking Superman. Probably because no one ever sees him work in the entire game because they don't come outside. Oh no, PCT level 2s are going away. I don't even know where those were. Bye. Hi. How you doing, pop music? I think I'm supposed to take that river, which means I'm supposed to go... I'm basically supposed to go to the scary place where the BTs were before and then go south from there, I think. I'm sure it'll go very well.
I'm sure it'll be a-okay.
I'm still getting more emails about umbilical cords and mass extinctions, of course.
Man, I wish my
Just
email
normal
inbox
emails.
had emails like that.
Yours don't?
Keith's like, I got thousands of emails about umbilical cords and Ammonites and Egyptians and...
I have had
Cave
emails
paintings.
about both of the... Yeah, actually. I've had emails about all of those subjects.
Really?
Yeah. I took paleontology and geology.
When
and
did you
so
have umbilical cords, though?
Yeah. Those have come up.
Alright.
I'm not like a specialist or anything. But the, although mass extinctions in particular, that's part of the geological record. They weren't making that part up. They just said really iffy things about all of them in this game. But they were completely making everything up.
You mean they didn't all actually have umbilical cords?
Ghost umbilical cords that attach to a different universe.
Woo!
Immediately crashed. Ooh, looks happy.
You mean BB? And not Luke?
His name's Lou now.
I like
and you
that.
can't take it away.
Oh. I wanted to name him myself.
You know, I did a lot of side questing while Lou was in Dead Man's hands.
Yeah.
Well, like somebody else might have just mainlined going directly to getting Lou back as fast as possible. And like, if they had to explain their behavior to somebody, they'd probably say that they wanted to skip to my Lou.
Oh my god.
Oopsie.
What is wrong with you? Why are you like this? Oh my gosh.
I'm not ashamed at all. Yeah, the Silent Poets are here to listen to us crash a lot, mostly.
I think you just go to, you like, before bed, you like sit with a notebook and you write out all these dumbass jokes, Keith. I don't know how it's possible.
Shakespeare.
That was such a stretch too.
Once upon a time, Shakespeare thought that this was like the highest form of comedy was puns.
Was he wrong?
No. I'm a genius. Well, this is not great. I should probably be expanding my network or as I go. Also, sorry about noises. I'm still recovering from being infected by other humans.
It was probably me, maybe.
Who wish to pay me tribute.
I wasn't sick, but I'm just germy and gross.
You think you just carried it on you without getting infected yourself?
Yeah. I'm disgusting. I'm like a goat. I can eat anything, I don't get sick. And I just carry germs to you.
Like parasites on a shark.
I'm trying to help you build immunity.
I don't know if that was entirely effective.
Just get good, okay?
I'm pretty sure I went too far between zip lines. But hey, just build one periodically, it'll help. It'll make things easier in the future, at least. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Technically fell regardless. This is so not my music though in this game.
No.
None of this is my genre.
No. I understand wanting some like nice.
And they did not choose to diversify.
No. Yeah. So there's not a good variety of music, but also like the music choices, I don't think they suit what you're doing ever either. I understand wanting like maybe some like thematic like ambient music to like suit the natural landscapes, but usually what you're doing is always ridiculous looking, and so
I went like twice as far as I was supposed to go, basically.
Oh really?
Yep. Not for the objective. My objective's all the way down here.
I was gonna say, wow.
If I want to connect the zip lines, this one's like 600 meters away. But I was like, hey, this ridge would be a good place for a zip line.
Well, maybe it'll come into play later.
Yeah. I'll just have to come back and finish that part of the path later. Or maybe it'll not be useful because I'll never go this way again. I don't know.
Yeah.
But now I've got the zipline bug. I'm infected.
Oh, so you're sick with that too?
Yeah.
Sick with zipline fever? Yeah, but yeah, everything...
That's my clever ploy though, is that help my voice recover. Fuck, I can't play ziplines anyway past this line. I keep forgetting about that.
Well, you'll
I can just play a thing where you talk half the time.
What?
It's the strategies to help me recover. It's just to play the games where you get to talk most of the time.
Oh, haha. Well, I'll gladly help with that. to the like the sadness of your fans are like, God damn it. Stephanie again? Ew.
What's that line?
It's the out of bounds.
Why is it such a? Oh, that's the coast.
Oh, I didn't realize that was like where the sand and the
sand
ocean meet.
Apparently. It definitely looked like water. That's the beach. Or a beach.
See, that's a real beach, you guys. It's not a fake one. It's a real one. It's not a death one.
No.
That's a real one, I think.
I can't believe you haven't realized the beach isn't a real place.
Not even that one?
No. I'm hallucinating it.
So when I go to Santa Cruz...
I can't wait to go home, Toto.
When I go to Santa Cruz, where am I going really?
Death.
Oh no!
First you will die, and then you will be stranded. I should just go to the beach. It'll be a lot easier to drive when I get there. Nothing can go wrong with this vehicle.
See, look, okay, so this nice, beautiful ambient music really doesn't suit this ridiculous image of this bright orange buggy, like, drifting down the side of a mountain. It just doesn't really, work, you know? I want some crazy taxi music.
None of my tires were touching the ground. No! I didn't mean to do that. But now we are. Okay. Well, I'm not getting this guy back. I'm not getting this guy back. He just lives down here now. Well,
see, now it looks like you're on the moon. And you're
welcome to the West Coast.
You're in like a rover. Yeah, people always think our beaches are really nice and sunny. They're like, oh yeah, California beaches. I'm like, dude, they look like this.
Do they?
They do a lot of the time, yeah. It's freaking cold.
I was gonna say, like, all the beaches I've been to are they're smooth at least.
Well, yeah, some are sandy. They're not
like, this one's so craggy.
Not as craggy, but it's always dark and gloomy.
But I grew up going to Pismo all the time.
Foggy. And
which is
cold.
the place that Bugs wanted to go to, but he kept making the wrong turn at Albuquerque. When he was trying to go to Pismo Beach.
Is that really where he said he wanted to go?
Yeah. Like, this isn't Pismo Beach. Must have taken the left turn at Albuquerque.
I think it's a different place every time he wants to go.
Well, that was one of them.
Well, that's awesome. Shout out to our area, generally.
Our area.
Kind
A
of.
place 8 hours away.
It's not 8 hours away.
It's a ways away.
Don't tell people exactly how far it is, but...
Yeah, well, I mean, the distance changes every time I move.
Sam,
Well, yeah, that's what happens.
nearing
I'm
the
closer
old
now.
site.
Ooh,
Look for the terminal and submit your materials for processing.
pretty. I actually have experiences of having the scare of driving through a river going into a beach. Because there's an area that separates Pismo from the southern beach where you can drive, where you used to be able to drive like the ATVs and dune buggies and everything.
Yeah.
And so we'd have like this this big truck with a trailer being dragged behind it, and you have to drive it from the sand across the river to the other side of the sand and just gun it. Because if you get stuck, it's just gonna ruin your day. And also, I don't even actually want to know what happens if you get stuck, because like you just have your car sitting in brackish water while it's continuously flowing. Like, it seems like a bad time, but everyone would just kind of risk it, and you just kind of gun it across.
That is a little bit scary.
What could go wrong? They didn't do this either.
Yeah, the cars didn't lift like that.
Get out! I'm changing the battery.
If you do go to the beach next to the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk in the warm California, boardwalk, yeah. Only some people are gonna even know what that is, Keith.
It's a very irritating local commercial. Back when we had commercials.
Yeah, I don't have TV anymore.
It is a cross.
In the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk,
Sam,
in the warm California
get
sun.
those materials
Boardwalk.
processed in order to finish the Cairo relay.
I was wondering why the icon was a cross. The location's a cross.
Oh. I wonder if this is supposed to be symbolic.
No, nobody would ever use the
No.
iconography of a cross for any sort of symbolic meaning. They just felt like it for no reason. Games aren't political.
Yeah, but to be honest, even with the symbolism of this cross, I don't understand how it has to do with anything else. Like
Well,
everything else in this game.
It might help if we figure out what the fuck their plan is.
Yeah, we'll see. Is this where you get crucified? Is something bad gonna happen to you?
We're still waiting to find
Something
out.
bad might happen to you.
We're still waiting to find out why Ty Hardman might be betraying us.
I think something bad's gonna happen to you.
That's just a general rule.
Is Norman Reedus
I'm
Jesus?
a Metal Gear Solid protagonist. I don't really have happy times ahead.
Maybe you're at Santa Cruz. Maybe that's the cruise, because it means Holy Cross.
Oh
Sacred
my
cross.
god. It's the Santa Crux.
Yeah, exactly, like a crucifix.
Thanks, bots. I love you. Slowly increasing my star rating with a bunch of random losers I don't like to visit on my own. So I pay a service to send them likes for me.
Good job, Sam. Now access the terminal and bring the relay online.
So what happens when the tides rise? Is your chiral network gonna get disconnected? Because it'll be... happens when it, it's gonna get
Maybe
all
they're
wet
up now.
eventually. It'll storm and all that. I mean, I guess so, but...
Maybe the tides are up now? I don't know.
Yeah, but you know, the weather near the coast isn't
Why are
ideal.
the ruins cross-shaped?
I don't know.
Made someone more interesting about the history of Japan and Christianity.
What about Japan and Christianity? Their lack of connection?
They would hunt them down.
Oh, yeah. Well, nowadays, Japan is like,
What? There's an umbilical cord?
where are we?
Oh, we're in like Arizona.
That's not even close. Yeah, we weren't even close.
Yeah.
Where's, what?
There's an umbilical cord? Did you see that on the map
Yeah.
when it's strung out? That
So-
seemed explicit.
Wait, is that,
And with that, we're all linked up.
I have questions.
Once you cross the tar belt, the end will be in sight. We're this close to Emily, to America's second chance. Edgenut City awaits. The staff we're sending will start by building a safe house. Over time, they'll expand their operations and establish a new facility. In doing so, they'll carry on the legacy of the brave souls lost to the tar. All thanks to you, Sam.
Wait, literally?
Now, let's figure out how to get you across this tar belt.
Oh, boss. The tar's taking us. We're lost to the tar? What does that mean? It claimed them?
The only way west is through that. To make matters worse, I don't believe your PCC is capable of building anything that will get you across. There must be a way. We can't give up, not with what's at stake. We'll see if we can't think of something here. But considering everything you've been through, I wouldn't be surprised if you've already got a few ideas of your own.
Well, first I gotta figure out how to get back. My PC situation. There's an umbilical right there.
Where?
On terminal locked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
It's rather unambiguous given everything else in the game.
Where?
Hello.
How far down are we?
Bridge for some reason.
Where are? So we're in like Arizona. Are we missing Mexico? Is Mexico gone? Is that is Mexico gone?
Aren't I facing south right now? Isn't that Mexico?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he said,
Is Mexico just gone?
You can't go. I guess so. He was saying something like, "Oh, you can't go west anymore."
Wow.
But like west wasn't even the way you were facing. That's south, isn't it?
Now, right now I'm facing south.
Yeah, but you can't. Like,
assuming north is north. There's no compass on the screen.
Well, yeah, but every time it shows the U.S., it shows it.
Oh wait, no, but they name places being like north, yeah.
Not.
The names of regions are all locations anyway. Edge of the tar belt. Hey, what the fuck?
So is that water actually tar? We're looking at tar.
There's the umbilical.
Oh yeah, okay, there's the umbilical cord. Alrighty.
It's all raining on the water. What are people doing over here? Besides having a bunch of ghosts. Does a pee ban? What does that mean?
Pee.
You ain't gonna be doing no peeing over here.
You know, there are some places in the world where people pee.
It's just a little cross. With an X on it.
They pee in public so frequently that they've made paint that is like pee resistant to the point where if you pee on it, it bounces back and hits you.
Oh, I don't have an objective here. That means that something's about to happen. I'm about to get ambushed by
this is the cross, dude. This is the cross. Something bad's gonna happen to you. I just have a bad feeling.
Repair my stuff.
But yeah, so they paint.
That's the only thing I use these things for. Their other purpose of hiding from rain is really pointless.
Yeah, because we can do stand there all day.
Yeah, like a loser.
But Keith, you can paint buildings with this paint that bounces pee back at you. to discourage people from peeing on buildings in public, which it's actually happened so much that someone had to invent this.
That's kind of incredible.
Yeah. So it'll bounce back and hit their legs or their shoes, and it makes people upset, so they don't pee on buildings anymore. Although, as a woman, like, try to stop me, haha.
It bounced back at you.
Yeah.
Just don't pee on the building.
Yeah, but some places people just like to do it too much.
I was gonna say you can just pee on the ground next to the building.
Well, there's a lot of.
Does it bounce back up at you too? like it's the fucking Magic School Bus mirror episode. There's no friction anymore. It just bounces forever. No loss of inertia until it hits a person.
Well, maybe they don't mind as much if you pee in the gutter, where, I mean, it's still not ideal, but it's better than like peeing on these buildings and making it disgusting. I guess, I don't know.
It just
what kind of world do we live in?
Across the belt. That is non-specific.
Yeah, I don't exactly know how you can do that.
I'm just gonna focus on making my zip lines. And in the process of doing that,
Keith's new passion.
I'll probably get attacked by something. Maybe. Unless they expect me to just try to swim. I assume not.
I think you would die.
Oh, there's a zipline up there. Neat. Thank you, community. Yeah, I would assume that I would die. But I can't even take objectives here? So the issue of what I'm supposed to do right now is actually kind of vague. Camera angle.
Sam, it might be worth looking through your mail in case there's anything we've missed.
Oh.
Oh.
He's like, you
Some
idiot.
local knowledge, perhaps. The folks who live out that way might have noticed something.
He's like, you were dumb. If you had looked, he probably wouldn't have chastised you.
In the warm California sun.
Boardwalk.
There's like 3 zip lines here, so if I can place it a little better, maybe I can connect all of them together. Or maybe I'm fucked. Oh, now it's too far away from that one. This is not gonna work. Is that even mine? That is mine though. So I should focus on that one. Fuck you, rando.
Yeah. Keith's only trying to help future Keith.
Yeah.
No one else.
I don't get likes from humans, losers. They don't know what they're missing.
I'd give you a like, Keith. Just one though.
No. Well, this isn't working out. Well, I'm sorry I said the things I did. Now you're just the zipline that I used to know.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
You didn't have to cut me out. Yep.
There we go.
I think I'm supposed to read about the umbilical extinction email.
Yeah, probably.
There's too many emails in this game. They just went way overboard.
Yeah, the fact that he has to point out that one is going to be useful is kind of
Yeah.
a bad sign, because it means
Really-
you get so many that you assume that they're not going to be useful.
They haven't been very useful so far, and there's been like 200 of them. Oh yeah, those are glowy. I spoke to my parents. Who are you? Oh, I connected enough people that they talk to their parents. That's nice.
That is nice.
I'm not going to be like Hartman. Okay. Seems a little mean, right? By the way, the people have pointed out we've been mixing up dooms with being a repatriate, which I forgot were even different categorizations of people.
I did too.
And the issue here is that they have a bunch of different categories for people. There's people with dooms. There's people that are that are repatriates, and there's other categories and so on. But we're the only person who goes outside, and we don't interact with a single other character besides maybe Troy Baker in the outside world. So all these categorizations are meaningless. So it's hard to remember that they'll exist.
It doesn't come up for us in practice. It only comes up for us on paper in emails.
So I guess everybody who has dooms doesn't come back to life the way we do.
Okay, so they're normal people.
Which now, God, now I can't remember who. Because now you need a spreadsheet to explain all the characters that have certain categorizations. Is Hartman a repatriate too? He's not, right? He just has dooms, which means he's coming back to life via machines, not because he's actually somebody who comes back to life like he's a Dark Souls character.
He's faking it.
Yeah, he's faking it till he's making it. The Chronicles of Aaron, Chapter 1. Is Aaron making a fucking... No, he's not. I thought he was writing fan fiction or something. Oh no, this is the thing we got. There's other stuff. Do you want to read about the mass extinctions from the paleontologist?
Sure. The ammonite with the umbilical cord and mass extinctions. Sam, the ammonite with the umbilical cord you brought me has undeniably brought us closer to solving the riddle that is the Death Stranding. I really cannot thank you enough. And thanks to that antimatter bomb you provided, I have finally been able to resume excavations. I remain confident that by continuing to research the fossils contained in the deeper strata, we'll gain a greater understanding of how this particular ammonite is linked to the stranding itself. Umbilical cords are not necessarily the product of evolution, but possibly the result of a genetic factor that hastens extinction itself. A mere theory, which if true would invite the question, what of our own umbilical cords? Are they indicative of a predisposition towards self-destruction, and if so, is there anything we can do to change our course? A troubling possibility to consider, and one for which I have no response. Given this theory, one might consider the umbilical cord to be representative of a connection between life and death, a dangerous, potentially fatal relationship, but like the many connections you yourself have forged, a potential force for good. And so many of our accomplishments are the product of our collective action, a fundamental truth that would have remained forgotten by many had you not brought us together. Stay the course, Sam. Thanks, friend.
I'm confused by their choice of imagery. By making it an umbilical cord in the first place, an inherently like loving and dependent concept that is not like grotesque and like the connection between life and death and our wanton need for self-destruction. It's like the umbilical cord? That's what you went for your imagery?
Yeah, I was gonna say inherently like when you want to use umbilical cords for imagery, you're usually like you're conjuring images of like dependence and like definitely you got like anything motherly you got in there, and then you kind of got like this, it's very like a human, it's very like
warmth and nurturing.
Yeah, it's nurturing, it's very like
but it also leaves a really confusing sentence as like umbilical cords are not necessarily the product of evolution.
But like, they are. I was just saying,
like,
yeah.
I have to like correct myself over and over again. I'm like, wait, I think he means the ghost one.
So they need a different word for the ghost ones, because when you make like when I read that sentence like out loud, I was like, that's the exact opposite of true.
We keep talking about real and fake umbilical cords, but they're called the same thing.
Yeah, they should have had a different term for these.
And one of them is the product of evolution.
Yeah, one of them for sure is. Yes.
I don't know. The story concepts got weird. I was more into like the. I don't know, the concepts that were introduced in the first couple hours, more so than their continued explanation.
Well, that's because they tacked on too many things to each one of those concepts to the point.
We need more people.
We need more people.
We need more character-driven
narratives. Yeah, I mean, because I think my favorite part so far, like I really like Mama's situation was interesting, and Hartman's was I like Hartman's situation a lot.
We need comrades, like out in the field. Because, like, I think both of us liked the one dude we got to see for, like, 10 minutes before he died.
What, Frankenstein?
There's the guy's brother who gave us the toy.
Oh,
and, like, he gets voided out and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look at this. Let's look at this guy. It's like, oh, shit. Oh, no, not this guy. And then never again do we get, like, another companion character for any chunk of story.
Well, what about BB, hey? Yeah, BB doesn't really have much of a... He can't really tell stories.
Yeah, B doesn't have a lot of agency.
Yeah.
Being a baby in a bottle.
Yeah.
I'm a baby in a bottle, baby.
Baby in a bottle, baby.
What do you mean chapter 2? The porter got snagged by a bee.
Well, because he's telling us his own stories. I think he's very pretentious, writing the Chronicles of Aaron himself.
This porter who got snagged by a BT, all this tar started bubbling up from the ground, along with rocks and buildings and all sorts of debris.
We've never seen that before.
Stuff from the past, people said. And the porter used it to escape the tar and give the BT to slip. Why is that yellow? I already know that information. Yeah,
that happens to us all the time.
Here we go. Here's the actual thing. The evil devil.
I'll read it because you're a sick boy.
It's bad. It's really bad.
Sam, I've been analyzing the quote-unquote tar samples you collected for me. I've got to say, its properties are wholly unlike those of the more common tar we have observed on this planet in the past. Okay, I was wondering that. Thank you for mentioning it. Why do you gotta keep calling things the same things that actually exist in the world?
Yeah, well, they can make a...
My perception of tar has been different from what I've seen so far, and my perception of umbilical cords
I get that they want to they don't want to leave us completely unmoored, so they want to like use words that are kind of adjacent to something, but like that's when you add like a prefix.
Yeah, you add like another.
Yeah, like the ghost umbilical, or like neotar or whatever.
Neotar.
Just so we can know that we're talking about some kind of advanced darkness. Just so that we know we're talking about something that isn't literally the other thing. Because they do this like 10 times in this game. I feel like.
Yeah, I know.
It's like. It's like they called the beach something else.
Yeah,
because there's beaches in this game.
Yeah, there you go.
We start the game on a beach, so imagine how I could get confused.
We're on a beach now, but are we?
Whoa.
Anyways, the same.
We went from the coast on the East Coast to the coast in Arizona.
Yes, that's now a coast because Mexico's gone apparently.
Oh no!
I told you I was wondering about Canada and Mexico, and now we know. Apparently, this is an America-centric game. It's only about America.
I think we're gonna find out that all of the United States is a beach.
Like, oh, so we're in
some kind of other reality or something. Like something happened to the United States and all the people in it. Maybe.
It feels like Lost. I'm trying to figure out the lore of Lost.
Yeah, you never watched it though, right? So you don't know.
Yes, I did.
You did watch it?
Yes, I did.
Because usually when people talk about the ending, they don't actually know what happened because they didn't go and actually go sit through it all.
Well, to be honest, I
was there.
I have to say,
I saw all of it.
I gave up after the. When did I give up? I saw the others. I saw the bunker with the timer. There was a certain point where I gave up because I was so frustrated. I was like, I'm done.
I like that actor. I've seen him in a lot of other shows now, and he's always good in them.
Which one?
The guy that was in the bunker.
I don't even remember.
Like he's a main character in the 100 and a bunch of other shows.
But I liked the bunker. That was an interesting concept. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna read this email now. The same can be said for the tar taken from the strata in which the ammonite with the umbilical cord was found. No deposits have been discovered save for those accompanying massive fossil beaches. It's as if it's the literal stuff of extinctions. Even more strangely, it seems that the objects submerged in concentrations of this tar are partially, if not entirely, transported elsewhere, most likely to the beach, I suspect. Therefore, by chucking that nuke into the crater lake, you may have sent it to the other side itself. That's dangerous to think about. What did we do? Assuming it's a two-way street, that also means that matter sent to that world could theoretically return through the tar once more. This would explain some of the more fantastic stories I've heard about buildings swallowed whole by tar only to miraculously rise from its depths at a later date, looking exactly as they did when they were lost. Which has intriguing implications, don't you think? If the tar is a gateway through the past it has consumed, then maybe it can be manipulated into regurgitating its old meals. Okay, we just throw like a bomb or something into the tar to make buildings get spit up so we can walk across them.
I am concerned about many things. Did we nuke reality?
Well, apparently we nuked somewhere else and we don't know where we nuked, but apparently we threw a very dangerous bomb somewhere else without thinking about where it was going, which
I can't help but think that
scary.
Like
we are irresponsible.
Well, I'm just wondering, like, what if all the BTs are the real world?
I mean, that is a possibility.
Those are all the real humans.
We made a connection to,
what if we're attacking real people?
We made a connection to Full Metal Alchemist before, with whenever they like or the original run, whenever they transmute something.
What if all the fish that conjure everywhere are a symbol of the fact that this entire game is a beach?
So we're like flesh. We're flushed up against another reality.
In that case, are we bombing the real world when we throw it through the tar, which we've done multiple times now?
That is potentially true.
And also, does Troy Baker know all this, and that's why he's like a weird apocalyptic dude that's doing pointlessly evil things for no reason? It's because he actually knows that the real world, that this world's not real, and he's trying to wake everybody up. He's
matrixing.
Also, I'm always I can only call him Troy Baker. I don't remember his name.
Well, I don't Norman Reedus. I don't think I've actually called Sam genuinely this whole time.
Yeah, but we know his name's Sam.
Yeah, I guess so. Norman Reedus.